Hey there, making this video to show you how to repair the loose hinge on the top here. I apologize if the video is a little bit shaky because again, I'm kind of doing this by myself. It's late at night here, no one else is around to help. All right, so this is the situation with your organizer as far as I know. You got the hinges, these hinges are wear off. If I'm wrong about that, well, pretty sure I'm right. In any case, so if I'm wrong, tell me, I'll make another video. But these are the hinges you're working with. These are the ones that are off. And this is the organizer. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is masking tape it. So set the organizer upright and line it up. So what you wanna do is, I'm gonna try to show you here. This right here needs to be flat against the back. And you'll see the position. I mean, you want this flat against the back, so that's how you know how far forward this piece is gonna go. And a lot of times there'll be a little bit of an overhang. We try to give it a little bit of an overhang. But it varies. I mean, they're custom made to some degree. So, and then you want to center it on the back. So you want it to be pretty much lined up here and lined up here. And yours already was glued once before, so it probably has some marks that kind of give you a good indication of where it needs to be. So once you line that up, you're going to want to tape it. I'm going to do that real quick with the video running. So just take some masking tape like this, or really the blue masking tape is the best one, but this is what I had lying around. So I'm just gonna tape this up so it stays in place. All right. Try to tape it up pretty good because you're gonna be setting it completely on its side and it's gonna have free range of motion. And again, it's very key that those hinges on the back, that they are flat against the back. If they're not flat against the back, it's not gonna glue very well, or else you're just gonna have to kind of use more solvents, and it's just not an ideal scenario if they're not flat. All right, there's the masking tape, a little bit more, just to make sure it stays. Okay, so I think that should be enough for mine. You know, you do yours as well, and do enough for yours, and yep. All right, so the next thing to show you real quick before we actually start gluing this is how to use the glue. So your bottle should come probably at least half full. I might even just fill it all the way up, but you know, any amount that's in here, because it will dissolve over time, should be fine as long as there's at least an amount. So what you want to do is when you're getting ready to glue, you squeeze the bottle. You don't have to let quite all the air out. Like, see here, I'm letting all of it out. I mean, that's good to do that, but you don't have to. And what that does is it makes it so you can hold it upside down and suck in air, so no glue drops. So what you do is you do exactly that, and then when you're ready to glue, and I'll show it on this table because it won't do any damage to this table, you just squeeze a little bit and it'll come out. There's a little liquid. A couple notes about this glue. It is not harmful to your skin at all. It won't do anything. I mean, it might feel a little bit cold to the touch, but it's like alcohol at best, you know, on your skin. It's nothing. Don't get it in your eyes and don't drink it, but it's not harmful to you. There is a slight odor, as long as you're not, you know, directly sniffing it in, you'll feel it's okay. In any case, so that's how you do that, and I'm going to show you exactly, you know, so this, and then I'm going to show you with the actual hinges though, where you need to aim for. It's a needle. You're putting the needle where it needs to go is essentially what you're doing. But make sure you do that. Make sure you let the air out. Otherwise, so I'll show you what happens. If you don't let the air out, it'll just slowly drip, right? You know, so let air out, and now no drip. So that's how we do it. I'm gonna set this down real quick. I'm gonna set up my thing. So I grabbed a couple of boxes, and I'm going to elevate the organizer on these boxes. That way the hinge kind of, or that way the top can kind of go down freely, because as I stated before, usually we leave a little bit of an overhang here. And so you want to let that overhang be there. That way this can still be flat against the back. So this is kind of how I have mine set up, just sitting on some boxes, the front hanging. This was freshly made. That's why I still have the clamp on there. So I'm just gonna make sure mine's still lined up properly, and it feels like it is. And now I'm gonna show you how you do this. So again, squeeze the air out, and it's very simple. So you get the needle right there, and you just lightly squeeze, and you can see it fill up. And then you do the same over here. Lightly squeeze. And you can see it, you could see it get underneath that kind of C shape. And that's all there is to it. Now, if for some reason it's not like getting it all the way, you can press down a little bit and you'll see it kind of squeeze out a little bit. Don't press too hard, but you can press down, and if you want to hold it for a few minutes, you can. But honestly, well, with yours, since it was glue before, you might actually want to press down. You might want to do the glue and then press down, or kind of like start pressing down a little bit while gluing. So I can't do this two-handed right now, but what I would do is have one hand slightly putting pressure on here, and then take the glue bottle, apply the glue, and then maybe even push down a little bit more and hold it that way for 2 minutes. Should be fine. And do that on both hinges. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, try to be careful not to drip. I mean, if you do this technique, you're not gonna drip, so you're fine, and you just, I mean, it gives you plenty of time, especially if you've got the bottle half full. You can get a lot of air out, a lot of air out, and then invert it. You got plenty of time before it's gonna drip at all. So you get right in there, and you just, there you go. So that's all there is to it. Once it's done, leave it sitting for a little while. Even, you know, after you move your fingers, still leave it sitting. Maybe just let it sit for an hour, just to play it safe. The other thing I forgot to mention is be sure to take the drawers out beforehand. I think you probably got that just by the video and common sense, so they don't fall out. But be sure to do that. And I will, you should be receiving these probably Friday or Saturday, I guess. All right. Phone number 727-479-7396, as you know, for any questions. Thank you.